Hi, Artpost friends. Thanks for joining me again for Drawing Together. This weekend, if you were in Lock Haven, you got to see many, many Piper Cubs flying through the air. And that is what our subject matter is today. I was over there in the parking lot, kind of doing some live painting today, just messing around with colors and forms and being really playful. And so that's what we're going to stress today. Get started with our Piper plane tonight. Let's pick a point for the end of the tail of the plane, and let's pick a point for the nose. Okay, and let's fit everything else in between those 2 points. So for the tail, I'm going to come around, make a downward slide towards the bottom of the plane. I'm going to carry the bottom of this plane over pretty much in a straight line. There's a little break there for the landing gear. And bringing it up slightly towards the front. Another indication for the landing gear. And let's make this nose just a little bit longer and add a propeller on the front. Let's angle the back of the plane coming away from the tail up here. A little division here showing the 3 dimension of it. And underneath of the wing, let's see what angle this goes. We want to bring this wing all the way out. It hovers above, from the angle that I was seeing it, it hovers above the propellers. We have a straight line all the way to the propellers. Give it some thickness. And across in an angle, right somewhere above the landing gear, that space we left down here at the bottom. Let's angle the other wing headed the other direction. And give it some thickness and bring it around. And we want it to really give the feeling of the character of the plane and the motion that the plane takes as it goes through the air. Let's connect this line here. Maybe give it a stripe or 2. It's a really fun version of this plane. Hiding underneath of the wing, we can see the part of where the pilot sits here. There's the nose coming across. And give it a little cube shape there, again, to indicate that it's 3-dimensional. Let's bring the stripe around. And it's up to you. There were so many different patterns and stripes and colorings on these planes I saw today. So really use your imagination and add stripes as you wish. Make up a whole new one. You know, maybe it's been a dream of yours to design your own plane someday. Now's your opportunity. This plane can be your design. In my world, it has a stripe that goes all the way from the tip of the nose all the way back. Go ahead and add in that landing gear. We have a wider shape coming off of the plane. I left the body of the plane here connected to the landing gear that's on the same side as me. Give it a little rounded oval shape to cover the tire. Add that on. Now there's a piece of the landing gear that we see behind here, and the line from the body of the plane actually comes in front of it. All those little details will help you show your perspective, where you're seeing the plane from, and also what's in front and what's behind, giving it another sense of 3-dimensionality there. Okay, from the nose, there's another set of landing gear that comes around. Okay, and this kind of is all, you can even sketch this in. This could be gray. This could be where the window is. Give it a little shadow. We can start giving some shadow to our plane. Same in the front here. What else? Where else would the shadows be? Back here. This landing gear that is on the far side away from us, that can be in shadow. Okay. And the tires kind of had the darkest value of all the colorings. And you can add a stripe on your landing gear to match the plane. And add some stripes. You can add some connecting details if you want. Make this propeller look like it's spinning. You can add a few more sides to it. Add a little shadow underneath of the wing. So this part of the plane here, the wing is casting a shadow onto the side of the plane. And you can indicate that by using the side of your pencil and just kind of shading in that area. You can still see your stripe here through the shadow. It's one of those cool things about drawing shadows. You can still see what's there underneath of it. And if you want to choose a value, say that the bottom part of your plane was going to be red, you can kind of shade in some red areas. Now, in this sense, you're interpreting the color red as having a deeper value than whatever the other color of the plane is, whether it's white or yellow. So you can indicate the depth of color in shades of gray as well when you're just working black and white. Maybe this side only has a thin red piping stripe that comes across up here, and maybe the rest of it is going to be a white plane or a yellow plane, which wouldn't need too much shading. You can deepen up this value here as if there's some shadow, some depth to this side of the wing. So this is really the fun part where you get to add all the little character to your plane. You can deepen this part here to keep with the darker value and still show the shadow on top of it. So thank you so much for drawing along with me today. This is our character, our little paper plane here. I want to get you guys started with this idea of being really playful with your images. And now you can imagine the rest of the scene. You see flying through the clouds or the mountains in the background, you see in front of the river. Now your imagination can really take off. Happy drawing, everyone.